Match night here on Forever United TV. I'm Adam. Welcome along to the live show, your warm-up and watch-along show for Arsenal versus Manchester United. Emirates Stadium tonight, 8:15, 8:15 p.m. kickoff here in England. It is going to be Ruben Amorim's biggest test yet, and we have got plenty to get through before we get to kickoff. We're going to talk about the lineups. We're going to talk about the bench, what's happening with Arsenal's team. We're going to get your live comments in as well, how you feel. There is a poll running right now. What is the result going to be tonight? United win, Arsenal win, or a draw? What are you going to accept tonight, United fans? Either way, are we looking at a performance and a loss, a draw? Is that a fantastic result? Are you actually believing if United win? Are you jumping on my bandwagon and my train heading into that top four position if United win tonight? Will this go a long way in convincing a lot of Manchester United fans that United are really in the battle for the Champions League places in the Premier League this season? There are some big games going around all of the Premier League tonight. Manchester United can take advantage. Obviously, we need to be knuckling down and making points fast. But unfortunately for us, we're coming into the most difficult part of our season so far. And Ruben Amorim has got one monumental task in front of him. It is going to be an absolute whirlwind of a month, December. The games are coming thick and fast. The games are difficult, and it starts tonight against Arsenal. Mikel Arteta, Manchester United, we all know, have got a curse on them when it comes to the Emirates Stadium. The last time we wore this shirt, Garnacho went clean through in the 90th minute and slotted on what we all thought was the winner. Yet VAR came in, intervened, and absolutely destroyed all Manchester United fans in that moment. And we all know what happened from there. Arsenal went on into the depths of injury time. Where that injury time came from, I do not know. But they went out and won in the end 3-1 with a couple of counter-attacks as well on Manchester United. Can United end that curse tonight? Can we beat Arsenal on their home patch? We haven't done it since the FA Cup tie in 2019. That is the difficult job in front of Ruben Amorim and his Manchester United side this evening. Welcome along to the chat, everybody. Like I said, all I want you to do is get involved in the chat. Get your comments in. How you feeling? Talk to me and get that vibe going. Do you feel confident vibes? Do you feel that apprehension? Pessimistic look on things? And do get into me. Like, tell me, what is your go-to tonight? What is your go-to? Is it all about the performance? Is it sticking to Ruben Amorim ball? Because we're going to get into the lineup in a minute, and he is sticking to his philosophy. It doesn't matter who the opposition is. Amorim is sticking by what he believes in, and he believes in the team that is actually out there tonight. Again, it's not a team, is it? It is. Under Amorim, it's a squad. It's as simple as that. There's no other way of looking at it. It is a full-on squad, and United really, and, well, let's be honest, when you look at the starting lineup, and that's where I want to get into it now, the words that come out of my mouth are the thing that sprung straight to mind when I seen the team lineup. We're all guessing, we're second guessing. By the way, I predicted the front three, bang on the money. I could see Garnacho coming back for his energy. Mason Mount more than deserves a start in this game after what he did against Bodo Glimt last Thursday. He was lightning. He was brilliant in that game. And obviously, Rasmus Højlund is back in the number 9 position at the front of Manchester United's attack, spearheading that with the same midfield as the Bodo Glimt one, which is Bruno Fernandes and Manuel Ugarte. The biggest surprise out of all of this lineup is probably not the fact that Ahmad has been dropped to the bench, because I think we're all expecting Amorim to do this now and keep on rotating the team and keeping it fresh. But Dalot has been moved over to the right, and on the left, we have Tyrell Malacia. Now, that's just one player I didn't expect to be in this lineup. But this goes to show you where this coach is and where he is with this squad. The trust that he has within his squad, the belief he has in these players. And to give Amad Diallo, not Amad Diallo, put Amad Diallo on the bench and play Tyrell Malacia in his first start since May 2023. That's at 2020. Was it May 2020? No, I think it was more than that, wasn't it? I think 2022. Like, going on 18 months since Tyrell Malacia has started a game for Manchester United in such an important game as well. This, for me, shouts straight out, this manager, this coach, does not give two flying hoots about what people think or what certain players are within this squad. Remember them conversations we was having when Amorim was due to come into Manchester United, and all the people that had worked with him. Doesn't matter the price tag, doesn't matter the ego, doesn't matter the squad number, the club legend, whoever it is, you fall in line into a team on a rotation system, and Amorim will let you know that he is in charge. Marcus Rashford, 2 starts this season, 3 goals, bench. Amad Diallo, world beater, bench. Wow. Joshua Zirkzee, 2 goals at weekend, bench. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter to him. And he has got his go-to players and he's got his rotation. Interestingly, at the back also, in terms of defence, we touched on Malacia being one side, Dalot the other. I want your opinion on that, a very defensive-minded fullback situation right there. We could have played Anthony. We have played Anthony before. Obviously, we've had Ahmed there. The more forward-thinking wing-backs, you could say, of Manchester United's lineup under Amorim's time so far. These are 2 out-and-out defenders, I would say, that haven't really got much of a record in terms of going forward with assists or anything of the offensive nature. Dalot, you could say, has definitely had goals here and there and scored some important goals for United, but neither of them prolific in terms of their offensive work. They are well known for being defenders more than anything. Mazraoui's been moved over to the left. Now, this is just the initial graphics of lineups, and everyone can put players where they want. But the way the TVs and the way that online has got it at the moment, they're going with a back 3 for United, with Maguire on the right-hand side of Matthias de Ligt in the middle and Noussair Mazraoui on the left-hand side. I personally feel like Mazraoui is there to help Malacia on that left-hand side to deal with Saka. Harry Maguire is going to need a lot of help, I feel, in handling Martinelli on the other side. But with Dalot having form in this fixture, I feel like that's the safer side, personally, in terms of what you've got. Obviously, Dalot and Maguire both need big games. Dalot hasn't been great this season. He needs a performance tonight. And Maguire only just coming back into the side, that's a rarity on its own, him getting a start. De Ligt will be busy. Obviously, he will be dealing with Havertz in the middle. And then you've got to have that extra protection from Manuel Ugarte in front of that back 3. He is pivotal and key for Manchester United tonight. He will be dealing with the likes of Odegaard running through on goal. Declan Rice's late runs. Is it going to be a case that Odegaard is permanently up there? You've got Rice and Partey behind him. Manchester United have got their hands full when it comes to Arsenal's forward line, 100%. But I'm looking at Arsenal's back line there. The likes of Zinchenko, I don't really rate Zinchenko. Jurrien Timber is only just coming back. He's a good player. We know he is a good player. But Gabriel missing tonight for Arsenal could be key. Could be very key. It's going to be interesting to see how Arsenal perform at the back, and if United do try and take advantage of any weaknesses there. But we've seen against West Ham that they do have them switch-off moments, Arsenal. If United are fully concentrated on this game, there are opportunities to be had, and there is an avenue into getting behind that Arsenal back line. So all is out there, all is to be seen, and all is really now just in pure anticipation as to what is to come for United tonight. So let's see how we set up first of all. Get into the comments now, tell me, that lineup as it is, with us having Malacia left, Dalot right as the wing-backs. Then we've got the back 3. Are you lining the back 3 up any differently? Are you comfortable with Maguire being on the right of the 3, De Ligt central, and obviously Mazraoui on the left? What are we saying? Let us know on that one, everybody. Get into the comment section right now. In terms of the watch along later, we will be jumping across to Big Up. The link is in the live chat right now. Just click on that. It's free to watch. You come join us, have a call in, speak to me as well. But that's not yet. We've got plenty of build-up shows to do here on YouTube first of all. And we want to get your opinions on that lineup. Are you scared? Are you confident in Ruben Amorim? Does this show you that the man has got balls? That's how I look at it. He does not care one bit. He does not care. And I feel like this is the right way to go forward. It really is. Personally, I'm excited to see how Malacia sort of copes again, because he looked a bit sluggish. He looked very sluggish against Bodo Glimt in certain transitions, especially which Amorim picked up on. And it's a case of, for me, Amorim purely trusting in Malacia and saying, look, this is your moment. No Luke Shaw coming through. He's not going to be threatened there. He's gone with him ahead of Antony. It's down to him now to show that he is willing to He's willing to put the work rate in. He's willing to do everything he possibly can to keep that place in the side. And it's a big, big night for Tyrell Malacia. I think if there's any player with pressure on him tonight, more than anybody, it's probably Tyrell Malacia. I feel like he is the one that everyone's going to watch. And if you're Arsenal right now, you've got to be looking at that Manchester United side and going, where is their point? Where is their weakness? What's that mark? And I don't mean to say this against Malacia in any way or put him down in any way, but he is Manchester United's weakest link right now. So really, what you've got to look at there is the protection that Mazraoui's going to give him. I think that's why Mazraoui has been moved out to the left-hand side to help out there. He is our best defender at the moment. He is our most consistent player in the team. And obviously, he's one of Amorim's go-to men. He is going to be utilised everywhere. I feel like this is his third or fourth position already this season across that back line. He could even go out to wing-back as well yet. He is going to be overworked, our man Mazraoui. That's 100% certain. So this is a big, big night for him as well. This is his biggest test so far and Manchester United's toughest game. Yeah, we've been battered by Spurs at home. We've been beaten well by Liverpool at home as well. But in terms of an actual fixture on paper, you look at this as United's first big, big game away from home against one of the big guns. And I feel like tonight you could either find out who them swimmers are, or you could find out who the sinkers are in terms of Manchester United's team. It's all right playing Ipswich, Bodo Glimt, and obviously Everton at weekend. This is the big test. This is the big one. Have this team got it in them to challenge and compete with the likes of Arsenal? The questions that are on every single Manchester United fan's lips right now are we going to be able to handle Saka with Malacia, who has only just started his first game in the Premier League in over 18 months? That is a big, big commitment from Ruben Amorim. It's massive, in fact. Super chat in from Greg. Let's get into the comments and see where you're all at. Hope he balances Maguire with Mazraoui. Let's see. Remember, performance over result, guys. Ruben's words. Hello, everybody in the chat. You legends. Greg, you're a legend yourself, mate. Thank you for that super chat. Z says, for a team that's doing hardly to no training, we are doing okay. Imagine how we would be playing with proper training. A full pre-season under Ruben Amorim. That's an exciting thought, Z. Skander says, to be honest, I'm scared Arsenal are in very good form and they can score a lot of goals. Yes, they can. United not really struggling in that department themselves under Amorim so far. Let's not forget. In his 3 games, Manchester United have scored 8 goals. So we're averaging over 2 goals a game under Amorim already ourselves. So that's a positive to take into the game. And I feel like that is something that we can look at and try and build on as well. Rasmus Højlund scoring goals. You've got Bruno Fernandes in his form and his assist at the moment. Garnacho, can he discover himself again today? His goal-scoring form this season has been excellent. He's actually created goals as well. He's having a game off for Alejandro Garnacho, going to be what he's needed. That little bit of a tempter, a little bit of a teaser in to say, come on, now it's time to up it again. You've got another opportunity in a massive game here. These players that are playing tonight, you have to look at them and go, wow, really? This boss has picked me. The gaffer's picked me to play in the biggest game of the season so far. Are they going to take advantage of it? Because there is talent on the bench that has been doing well in the lesser games like Everton at weekend, and we all know who they are, and they're ready to come in and take the places of everybody that's on that pitch right now. In terms of the team, in terms of Manchester United's lineup and the bench itself, so the bench, just so everybody's clear, we have Bayindir in goal. 16-year-old Godwill Kokonke is on the bench. Manchester United have a 16 and an 18-year-old centre-back on the bench, because the 18-year-old is Lenny Yoro. He is in the matchday squad for the first time this season. Excited? Yes. Worried? Still. Yes, Casemiro, Eriksen and Ahmad are your midfield sort of trio, with the forwards being Anthony, Rashford and Xerxes. All of them players have played in different positions throughout this season so far, so there is versatility and plenty of options there for Ruben Amorim on the bench, I feel, for United. Experience and some on the bench. You've got the quality operator in Christian Eriksen, if you want to keep hold of the ball later on, and maybe if we get ourselves in front, You've got Casemiro, who definitely knows how to show a game up. Or if you're looking for a goal, you're looking for a bit of creativity and dynamism, you've obviously got Ahmad and Rashford there, who can add pace and skill and give us that other option going forward than what Mount and Garnacho have got, you could say. Obviously, Joshua Zirkzee is in there as well after his double up weekend. He could be confident. Maybe we could start utilising him, playing him up against Timber. Maybe he's a fellow countryman. Maybe use his weight. Put something on Timber there, maybe. I'm not saying that Timber won't be able to handle it, but obviously, without Gabriel in that Arsenal side, is that an opportunity for Manchester United to actually get into that back line of Arsenal's and start to rough them up a little bit? Could well be. Could well be. Please do give the video a like as well, everybody. Make sure that you are on the like button. Make sure you've hit that subscribe button as well, people. Thank you. Be part of the journey. We want to get as close to 70,000 subscribers before the end of this calendar year. So please do. We are on the road, getting close now to 65k. We've had a mega week so far, so please do join the party and hit the subscribe button as well. Into the comment section we go. I trust our manager. He is installing confidence throughout our squad. No one is guaranteed their position, so you need to earn it. He has something special about him. Yes, he definitely does, Anthony. He is showing balls at big names that don't bother him. Definitely Steve. And Barry says, if we can hold out for 60 minutes, Arsenal will bottle it. I hope so. I really do. I think I'm praying that that Arsenal turns up tonight. I'm praying that it is the duck egg Arsenal, the ones that always sort of fall flat on their faces. That's the one I'm looking for tonight. I need that Arsenal to turn up. Arteta will have them pumped. And you know, I don't know whether I prefer Arsenal coming in. It's that whole saying, isn't it, in football? And this is what I'm concerned about with the City game coming up. I don't know if I prefer City in form or City out of form. By that I mean they could just have that backlash against Manchester United and smash us out of the park. Arsenal being in goal-scoring form and playing well, I don't know if that's good or if it suits United or not. Ultimately, when you look at it, on paper, it doesn't look good. When you're coming up against a team that's hit 5 in the last 2 games, you're worrying a little bit, especially with you missing 3 key defenders out of the squad, and you're having to make changes to that match day lineup. I think he would have had Martinez in today, definitely. And maybe he would have had Evans in there as well. I don't know. But Martinez is a big miss today out of all the Man United players. I feel like he's the one that is going to be the biggest loss for this team in this particular game today. Anyway, Maguire, I pray that he has a good game. I'm not doubting his abilities. I think he's good for United. I think he's had good moments. I'm just worried about his pace. Corners, I can see why Maguire's in. The threat from corners from Arsenal is there for everybody to see. They score more goals from corners than any other Premier League team. So with Maguire in there, I can see us having that little bit more stability in there. I think he will be straight on to Havertz, who is their threat in the air. I think Gabriel scores a lot of goals from corners as well, doesn't he? So that threat not being there for Arsenal from the set pieces definitely is another plus point and advantage for United. Greg says, right, I'm off for 9 minutes. Come on, Reds, catch you in. Big up. Thank you, Greg. We'll see you over there for the watch along. Shinna Juice says, United is fine. Chelsea had to play Tottenham without a single player on the bench who started a Premier League game. 14 injured out last season at that point. I'm not saying that it's a problem for United. We've got more than enough on that bench. We've got quality, like I just said then. We've got speed, we've got skill, we've got experience, we've got goals, we've got defensive quality. Experience being the biggest thing out of all of that. So United have got more than enough to really compete with Arsenal. It's if they believe in themselves, I think, tonight. Do United's players believe that they can take Arsenal down at the Emirates? That's the big question. That is the big question. Calafiori and Gabriel both out. Yes, they are indeed. Manchester United could take advantage of that. We will see. We will see. Mr. Dacia Sandero says, hi Adam, happy with the team apart from Maguire and Malacia. I really think Euro should be starting. Amorim has gone with experience. I hope we can match them. But I think they'll take this one. I get it. I honestly, if United had their best team out, I think it's still a very, very tough game for United at the Emirates. We've always struggled there. So even Sir Alex Ferguson struggled at the Emirates, for God's sake. This is a tough game no matter what team you're putting out on the pitch. I think tonight we're looking for that application and how the players are. Do they believe in themselves? Will they believe in themselves if they go behind? All of this is to come. And I think this is what a lot of Manchester United fans will be looking out for tonight. Don't forget, straight after the game as well, me and Jay are here on YouTube with the breakdown. Everything that you need and everything that I'm hoping you won't need in terms of therapy after the performance tonight. I'm hoping United get the job done. I'm hoping we aren't battered. We're not embarrassed. We have got plenty to give in this game. We really do. I think United are really going to show everybody what they're made of tonight. I don't think this is going to be a cakewalk. I don't think it's going to be a thrashing. I think it's going to be very, very close. I don't think Arsenal, who are the better team, I have to admit and say that, even as a United fan, I don't think they are going to get it all of their way tonight. And I don't think they're going to find it easy against this Amorim side. He has got form for producing at the Emirates as well. Let's not forget what he did with Sporting at the Emirates. And he beat them. He beat them over 2 legs. He beat them on penalties at the Emirates. So he scored a miraculous goal in that game, by the way. But Agate starred in that performance. Let's hope that that brings back some happy memories for the likes of Agate and our coach. Louise in the chat, Adam, I hope you have nailed the chair to the floor and banned all pastries from the studio for what may be coming tonight. Don't tempt fate, Louise. Don't do it, is what I say. We need our team, we need our men to perform for us tonight. We need them to be United tonight. Pardon the pun and excuse that, but we do. We really do need Manchester United to be at their best. In terms of the Arsenal team, just to go through that for everybody, that is Raya in goal with Timber, Saliba, Kawaya. I think that's how you say his name. I've never been able to sell that name right. But yeah, so Timber and Saliba, Kawaya, Zinchenko, Declan Rice, Thomas Partey, Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli and Havertz. The bench tonight for Arsenal is Neto, Tierney, Heaven, Jorginho, Moreno, Sterling, Mwanyeri, Trossard and Jesus. Strong-ish, very. I think Trossard and Jesus, Sterling, probably the go-to players if they need a goal. Jorginho, if they're in control of the game, maybe adds that midfield stability there as well. Tierney, I've just not seen him for that long. I've not seen Moreno play yet. He has had a few appearances. I've not personally seen him, but still rated as a very, very good player. But yeah, that is the lineup for Arsenal. Do you feel like we should have Maguire on the left? Sorry, Maguire on the right and not in the middle? That's a question I want to ask the chat as well. Do you feel like that's where we should be? I just look at it and I'm a bit concerned down that side. Has Maguire got the legs for it? Has he got the legs to handle what's coming his way? That's what we're up against. That's the worry and that's the concern, I feel, more than anything. I just look at the pace of Arsenal's attack and Maguire on that side. I know he's got Dalot to cover, but I don't know whether I prefer having Mazraoui on the right rather than the left. I understand he's protecting Malacia, but still, I look at everything that Martinelli's got there on Dalot, and Dalot not playing well. Maguire starting for the first time. I don't know. Like, either way, you've got a tough job. A very, very tough job there. I just don't see how Manchester United keep Arsenal out for the whole game. I expect Arsenal to score, but I do expect Man United to score, which is why I've gone 1-1. So let's see. Let's see what this team has got. Let's see what we can produce. And hopefully, we can get that performance that we're all looking for. Is there anyone in the chat that's looking for the, let's just say, a particular player to stand out today for United? Who is your standout player that you're looking at to perform for you today? That's, I think, that match winner. I like Garnacho today, I think. That's my man that stands out for me. I know I'm going to get performances. I know we're watching Malacia in his first start for United. Maguire's back. I think Garnacho has got a say in this today. After all the criticism, everything that's come his way, I feel like he, above anybody else, is just at that point right now where a big game could come and just completely turn a season. and just send him on a different trajectory. Like, this game would give so many Manchester United players confidence going forward. It would propel them forward into what is to come for the rest of this season, especially this month as well. I think that's important to look at. And we're going to need some score predictions from you all right now. Before we head over to Big Up in a little bit, link is in the live chat, everybody. Make sure that you do jump across to our Watch Along platform. Get onto that there. Mr. Dacia Sandero says, let's hope so. I just feel that this game has come a bit too early. We shall see where we are at in terms of levels and belief. Come on, United. Stand up to the task and deliver. Mount to score and assist. 2-1 to Man United, says Gray. I like it. I'll take that right now. And Anna needs a top performance and might be busy. I agree with that one as well. Definitely feel like we are going to need our goalkeeper tonight. 100%. That is true. Please give the video a like, guys. We're almost at the 100 mark. Don't forget, we are going to be moving over to Big Up for the watch along very, very soon. Carsten's gone 2-2 for this one. 2-2 draw again for Stephanie. This is so many people. So many people going with the draw tonight. I think that is an excellent result for United. Shinaju says 2-2 late final goal for United in overtime for the draw. I'm taking the draw. I'm all over the draw. I really am. I think United have got it in us to see out the game and definitely get a positive result, which will be getting a point from this. Move on to the weekend. There are other games that I feel United need to be looking at as well in between all of these big ones that we definitely need to win. And I think that's important to remember as well. Everyone's talking about, including myself, all of the games that are coming up this month now, all the away games and the tough ones that are coming up. But the games against the likes of Forest, Bournemouth, Newcastle, Wolves, all of these games in between the tough ones, I think we need that more than anything. I think we need to get the 3 points in them games and try and get draws out of these tough away games. I think the importance of a draw at Arsenal, that as a result, or as a whole, is absolutely monumental for Manchester United. It's huge. Cannot emphasise that enough. A draw tonight would be an outstanding result for Manchester United. I think a lot of people will be happy. Even if United lose but put up a good fight, a lot of people will be happy with that. I do think that United can get the draw out of it. And that little weakness in Arsenal's backline now, with no Gabriel and no Calafiori in there either, I think there is an opportunity for United to get at Arsenal's defence, if we can get hold of the ball, that is. And that will come in confidence. And that's where I think a lot of United fans are like, right, okay, who's in this team that we can trust on the ball? With Malacia being on the left-hand side, not having much game time, how much confidence has he got? Dalot isn't playing well at the moment. He's on the other side. It does look like a pretty defensive lineup for United. And dare I say it, I think we will see 5 at the back quite a lot tonight. And then it just depends what we do with the ball, which is why I feel we've got Mount on the pitch who can hold the ball up. And we've got the quicker, more direct centre-forward in Rasmus Højlund for a quicker transition and a ball over that Arsenal high line, which they will play, as we know from watching them in the past. So I feel like that's how United are approaching it. That's how United will attack it. And, yeah, I just think the defenders that Arsenal have got on the pitch are an opportunity for United. I think they are where United are definitely going to get anything out of this game. And I just look at it and I go, Kawaya and Zinchenko, weak links, big weak links in Arsenal's backline. Timber has been playing well, obviously, but he is still only just come back this season. I do believe we could possibly get at him as well. Saliba is obviously the mainstay, and obviously their goalkeeper, Raya, is outstanding as well. So we're going to have to take chances. We're going to have to take chances tonight. We're going to have to be very, very clinical. And that's down to Rasmus Højlund, I think, with support from the man that I am going to be watching more than anybody, Garnacho. I think he has to have a big game for United tonight. I really do feel like this is a time for Garnacho to stand up and be counted, really. After all the criticism, like I said, that's come his way, I do believe that there's an opportunity there for him tonight. And I think all of them defenders are gettable in the Arsenal team. Saliba, without his partner, is definitely not the same defender. I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says. You can big up the qualities of Timber all you want. He is not Gabriel. and they lose that threat from corners. Yeah, Rice, Havertz, still got Saliba, but I feel like with De Ligt and Maguire in there on them corners, I feel like United should be able to handle their set piece. Gabriel is their main threat from set pieces, so they've lost a threat and a stability in a way, Arsenal, with Gabriel not being there. And I think that's a big plus for United. I think Gabriel is a bigger loss to Arsenal than Martinez is to Manchester United. That's a statement, I know, but I just feel like we have got better defenders covering Martinez than they have in Gabriel missing. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Arsenal are a weak side here at all. I'm just saying that they're weaker without Gabriel. And definitely Calafiori as well. Like what Sophie was saying last night, she really rates Calafiori. He is a quality player and will be fine-tuned in time by Mikel Arteta. And he would have been a good cover for Gabriel. I believe that they are on their third choice there in the defenders that they've got. Chance. It is a chance. I don't care what anybody says. United can take full advantage of that lineup tonight. Ruben Amorim on Bruno Fernandes and Manuel Ugarte. Ruben Amorim has been talking to TNT/Amazon Prime, whoever it is, tonight. I'm sick of trying to guess who the bleeding broadcasters are these days. My thinking is with the ball. Thinking of having the ball in the half space. They both can run, which is important for today. So, again, I said this a minute ago, and what Amorim has just said there in his post-match interview is that what United do with the ball is very key. We have got a very defensive side, so when we do get the ball in areas of attack, he wants players that are probably going to act very quickly with it. I think Bruno is sharp like that. He will release the ball quicker, and I feel that is the ploy in releasing Rasmus Højlund quickly over the top, because Arsenal will play high. It's going to have to be quick around the corner passing from United, because one thing we do know is that Arsenal will press the life out of us. And if we show any weakness in our own backline, then they will exploit it. I don't see Manchester United spending too much time on the ball at the back. I know we're building out from the back, and the philosophy is that we do start from deep under Amorim. We do stay comfortable on the ball. Don't worry about the opposition too much. It can affect us sometimes, but if we bypass that press, and Agate's key in this as well, and we do get the opportunity to get through that first initial Martinelli, Havertz, Saka, Odegaard, yes, you've got Rice and Partey, who are both quality on their own, but by the time you're into them, you've got that quick thinking Bruno Fernandes, that ball goes quickly, either out wide to an overlapping wing-back in Dallo or Malacia, but you've got the pace there of Garnacho and Højlund over the top. I mean, that's United's ploy, I think, and that's where United are going to be effective in this game. How quickly we transition and how accurate it is. But again, I think we've got the right man up front in Rasmus Højlund, who I think is completely rested. Obviously, hasn't played since last Thursday, so he is 100%. Didn't get any game minutes against Everton at all. So I look at that and I go, that's a big positive for United. The fact that we've got players of that quality fully rested in a midweek game as well. And you look at other players as well, like Maguire, fully fit, rested. Ugarte, obviously, as well. Not Ugarte, sorry, but you've got like the likes of Malacia, Garnacho, Højlund, Mount, all rested players. Plenty of energy up top, which I think is what United are going to be needing, definitely, in this game. And from there, we will see what they're made of, because we're going to be a massive test for them tonight. So let's see some character. Let's see what these boys are made of, and let's see if they can hold their own against a decent Arsenal side. I fully believe that Amorim is taking the United team into this game tonight thinking he can win it, though. I really do. I think it is winnable. I think United will look at this game as a opportunity as well as a tough game. And the opportunity is in what we've just described there, in the likes of Arsenal's backline being a lot weaker than what it has been. It was already weak and looked vulnerable against West Ham. And yeah, they did take their eye off the ball when they went 4-0 up, and that can happen sometimes. But still, there are vulnerabilities within this Arsenal side, and Manchester United can exploit them. We can. If we play with confidence, if we play with no fear, and we trust in what Amorim is saying, then we've got an opportunity. And that's all we need. If United can, then we will. And I feel like we've got options off the bench which can back it up. More players in form that are willing to get on, keen to get on. And I think we've got enough to take Arsenal down. Please give this video a like before we finish up. We're going to head over to Big Up now onto our watch along platform. The link is in the live chat. Please click on that link and head across now. And I will see you all over there. Thank you so much. Barry Partington, new member, gifted by the Honest Tiger. Thank you, my friend. Everybody heads over to Big Up right now. We will see you over there for the watch along. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for everyone's contributions and comments as well. That is it for now. And it's now down to the boys. It's watch along time, everybody. So please do make sure that you click on the link. Head over to Big Up. Thank you, everyone, for watching here on YouTube for now. We will be back here after the game, me and Jay, with the breakdown and all your thoughts as well. So make sure you're there with your comments. And hopefully we're talking about that Man United win. Give the video a like on the way out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. And I'll see you all over on Big Up. Cheers, everyone.